What's up, guys? Big Mike here. I just wanted to show why I think we're in a wave one, wave two, wave three, wave four, wave five setup on ETH, similar to Bitcoin. We know that ETH has been inside this long channel here. In my other ETH video, in my ETH charts, I've been playing off of this. I have another Ethereum chart that's less uh, it has a similar count, but it's not this is not the chart that I use to break down the subwaves on the lower time frames, hour one, hour two. These are all, it's very messy because this is all my um, lower time frame counts, multiple ABCs, multiple impulses that connect ABCs, that connects WXYs. So basically, coming off of major support down here, I'm saying that we did five up in an impulse on a lower time frame. But that five up should have started a wave two, but it didn't because we came all the way back down here and pretty much nuked the setup. Because if this was wave one, this wick canceled it. So the five up is basically just a lower time frame five up. The wave two setup fails. Since wave two fails, we enter into a triangle falling wedge correction. We A, B, C down. And as we ABC down, we now have another chance to impulse, five up, impulse. But because this wick invalidates the initial wave one, it's obviously a sign that we're not going to impulse off of this ABC, and we're going to enter into a more complex double, maybe even triple correction. Correct? That's Elliott rules. So then we 1, 2, 3 up off of the C wave, and that three up confirms we are now in an X, which labels the C as a Y, which confirms we're in at least a double correction. We ABC down into the double correction. Now that we're in the double, we are here, finished with the double. We now have a chance to, um, you know, break out and start an impulse here. This area right here fails to break out and just kind of drops. It's probably some lower time frame WXYZ. So it looks like a bunch of threes. And for the purpose of this video, I'm not going to go into this little count right here because it's not as important. This would look like a nice wave one, wave two, but I think that is how I originally counted. This is wave one, two. This was the 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so this was wave 1, 2 on the lower time frame. This giant move here was 3, 4, and 5. 5 ended around 35, 82 or so, 84. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gives us 5 up, and this I'm counting as wave 1, and I'm counting this as an impulse. So and the reason I'm counting as impulse is we see this area right here is support and resistance, massive support and resistance, 28.15. And this is where I think we're coming back to, which I'm going to allude to now, but show you later. So this area right here, support fails, resistance holds, resistance fails, becomes a launch pad for the wave 3 to finish. Enter into this level right here, 3052. We have support fails, resistance fails, support fails. Lose it, come back down here, test 28.15. Access support, resistance fails. Now we start this top trend line here, forming a triangle, which the correction ABC, WXY is in before we break out into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the lower time frame, which is the wave 1. So now we're hitting much resistance here on this falling channel, on this falling wedge. This level right here and this level right here marked off. So the X hits it, rejects. And now brings us here to where we break out and hit 3582. So it's significant, right? We know that 33,050 roughly and 2800 are significant support and resistance. So I'm saying this is impulsive. This 5 up on a lower time frame, which I'm counting as wave 1, is impulsive because we broke through the falling wedge top trend line. We broke through 2800. We flipped it as support right here. We broke through 3050, which initially was resistance, broke through, flipped as support. We topped at 3582, which is the 1618 of the 1-2 up here, moving into this area. Then we topped, and I alerted my group in the Ethereum channel that 3580 to 3600 would be the top because it was the 1618 fib extension, and because I was counting this lower time frame 5 up, and I knew the 1618 would probably be the top. Unless it extended past that, then this would have been a wave 3, but it didn't have enough gas, I could see on the stochastics and RSI. So I count it as 1 up, and I'm counting it as impulsive because of those multiple strong breakouts. 1, 2, 3 levels of strong breaking out here. Make our wave 1. I alerted the group we're going to go into an ABC. Here's the A, here's the B. All this counting equals the C. There's a chance the C wave is in, and this is the B, and this is the C. Because if you fib retrace it, this entire move, the 786 is around 2700. The 618 is around 2884. So there's a chance that we overshoot today and just come here to 2884, 2885, and don't have to retest 2800. It's a slim chance, I would say, but it could happen. But I would probably think it's more likely that we break down to the 786 around 2700, or this fib extension level around 2740. Just clean it up a bit. Hit this level, possibly hit 2700, and that is the end of wave 2. Once we hit that wave 2, this entire move, we can zoom out, we can see the next target would be a fib extension target. So this is wave 1. Yeah, the fib extension target is right here. So the 1618 will be the next fib extension target, if I'm correct, and 2750 roughly, 2700 or 2800 holds. If it's 2800, we're going to move it up. The higher wave 2 is, the higher wave 3 will be, basically, because the 1618 is the inverse of the wave 1. So that would mean 1 is inverted to wave 3, 2 is inverted to wave 4. So the 1618 is the inverse to the 1. So if we hold 2800 and we don't go to 2700, wave 3 will hit 4500 probably sometime in May. It might be a little bit too bullish, might drag out a little longer. And then we're back to all-time high around 5,000. If 2800 doesn't hold, then it's probably going to hit somewhere around here, 44, 4450. If 2800 fails and 2700 fails and we dip down here to 2570, it would really mess up my wave 2 setup, and I'd have to reanalyze. I'd have to probably count this entire thing again, which I don't mind to do. It happens. I'm long. We're long in my group, so if it retests the bottom, it retests the bottom. Being Easter weekend, anything could happen. But I'm going to roll with this for now. I think we're going to hit 2800 to 2700, make a wave 2 bottom. So I chart ETH, Bitcoin, the NASDAQ, the S&P 500. I chart oil and gas. I chart nat gas. I chart all those things for free in my group. It's free to join. You can DM me on TradingView. You can email me at mikejrinc@yahoo.com. Or if you are watching this on YouTube, please email me there, MikeJRINC, Mike Jr. Inc. at yahoo.com. So if you're watching this on Twitter, you can just DM me on Twitter if you want the link. It's all free to join. If you want full access, it's only $50 a month, which is a couple of bucks a day, $1.50 or $1.60. And I chart OTC stocks in the paid channels. I chart legacy stocks. I chart all the altcoins. So it's much more in depth if you want to move off of the free channels. But you can just join on the free side and check it out for a little while, and then move up into the paid side if you want. So happy Easter, everyone. And this is my analysis for ETH. And I remain bullish that we're in a wave 2 heading into wave 3 after this weekend. Thank you.